Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. I did not enjoy this movie, which is interesting because I really enjoyed the first one. I had never seen this one before. Um, I thought I had seen it before, but I really hadn't, and it's not very good. The problem with the first movie when it comes to this movie is that it doesn't really allow for a sequel where, like, yeah, I guess they could make one, but it's not set up in a way where, oh yeah, you obviously can just do a sequel. There's not really a reason for her to go back to being a nun. But this movie was popular enough, it's a classic in a way, so they made a sequel. And the plot that they pick for this movie isn't great. There's not really a reason that makes sense for her to go back to doing this, especially how resistant she was in the first movie, her character, to the whole being a nun thing. And this movie is really boring and unfunny. There's some really good lines that are funny, but not enough. Like when the teacher's teaching these kids about the nun teacher's teaching these kids about sex, she's like, you can, you can't teach us about sex. Who says that? It's like, and I forget what she said, but it was a really great line. That's funny. There's great gags within the movie, but it doesn't make the movie that enjoyable. First of all, this movie's longer than the first movie by 6 minutes. It doesn't need to be longer. It's pretty boring and unfunny. Also, this movie doesn't feel as timeless as the first one, where, like, the first one feels really timeless. It feels really entertaining. Yeah, a little bit of the era, but not in a way that's really bad. This one does. They got the way the kids talk, and they're like overly 90s and stuff. It's really stupid, and really dumb. And the gags aren't funny, and the music is really dated. The music they have in this movie, for the most part, and a lot of the movie is just really boring and unfunny, and just like doesn't feel as fun or as fresh as the first movie. Like the first one had this fresh energy and vibe to it. It was a very quick movie. It was entertaining. It did what it needed to do. It wasn't some great masterpiece. But this movie's just really a mediocre sequel that I'm going to forget existed. And that's why I thought I had seen this movie before, because it's so forgettable that I couldn't really remember if I had seen it or not, just because of that. It's just like, alright, it's just whatever. And that's Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. Let me know your thoughts on this boring ass movie. I'm going to keep it just because it's in a 2-pack with the first one, but still, I did not enjoy this movie.